Hello everyone, this is Joey from JLD Travels coming back with a new video today, and it's quite an exciting one. We finally did it. We finally reached our first goal of 100 subscribers. We've actually, up until 7:49 p.m. on 23rd of February, we're at 102 subscribers, and we've had 19,001 views. That's a little bit random, and 598.3 total viewed hours, which is absolutely amazing. And just wanted to obviously give a big thank you to everyone that has subscribed, that's liked the videos, that's dropped comments down below. No matter what the comment is, I'll always take on board what anyone says and try and change up how I'm making my videos and trying to make them better, more enjoyable for everyone. And it's just so exciting that we've actually finally did it. And I think on the 21st of March, if you stay tuned, I'll post a video on the 21st of March. And I haven't figured out the ins and outs of a small giveaway. And I'll post a video on the 21st, just like I said, and that'll have more details in how to enter and everything else, and what I'll actually be giving away. But I'm sort of thinking something along the lines of, I think for like people from like the US, Europe, and the UK, some kind of Amazon gift card or something like that. And then if the winner is from like, say, like the Philippines, uh like some kind of small amount that'll be sent through like Gcash through Western Union, maybe, but I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna decide upon. And yeah, it's just been a great ride so far. We've only had the channel since March last year, so obviously next month's going to be our first year anniversary on YouTube, and just looking forward to the future. Obviously, we've got another trip to the Philippines in April for Lovely's birthday, which is going to be really quite awesome, and really looking forward to it. And it'll be nice to celebrate her birthday because where she's from a province and things, I can pretty assume that birthday parties haven't exactly been on the priority list because of how little people earn in the Philippines. So obviously money is extremely tight and they have to be extremely careful with every peso that they have. But obviously this time I've managed to find myself a very well-paid job, much better than my last one. So I can afford to spend a little bit more, get her a nice present, put her on a nice birthday party, and just make her feel special, make her feel loved, and hopefully it's a party that she won't forget anytime soon. Hopefully for good reasons, not for anything bad. And I think we're also planning while I'm there, a trip down to the beach. So we do like a little vloggy thing on her birthday and for a trip to the beach. And obviously on my journey out to the Philippines, I think I'll do like kind of like a walk and tour kind of video, but not where I'll really speak, but kind of just like video my experience coming from Heathrow, because half my flight's booked, just got the other half to go. And touch wood, I don't have any issues this time with Manila Airport, because as you know, like when I first went, there was an absolute nightmare. First journey, everything was fine until we landed at Manila Airport. For some reason, I don't understand why, the staff and security in there were just not helpful at all in the slightest. And basically what happened after we arrived, there were still all of these fairly extreme COVID rules. Don't know if you're allowed to say that or not, because anytime anyone says that, you don't believe. Anyway, I digress. And we landed there, and the organisation was just so disorganised. And they put us in these queues to show the One Health Pass when that was a thing, and it took what, I think somewhere close to about 40 minutes to get through that point, and that's when I was starting to panic because I think I only had about an hour and 50 minutes to get through my connecting flight from Manila to Tacloban, and then after we got through all of that, it was probably, I'd say, 45 minutes to 50 minutes or something like that, and then the queue to go through customs was ridiculous. It was literally, I'd say, probably about an hour to get through. Maybe a little bit, no, probably a little bit less, because I got through there. And what I didn't understand, and I tried to ask one of the custom staff and didn't really get an answer, was that we were put in a queue to show a One Health Pass, but yet we have to show it here to come through customs anyway. So what was the point of the first queue if we've got to show it here anyway? So I've had to waste 40 odd minutes to show my One Health Pass, to sit in another queue for about the same amount of time, to then have to show it again. And then after we got through all of that, trying to figure out someone that would help to try and get, because I think I had to get from Terminal 3 to 1 or from 1 to 3, I can't quite remember. And by the time that I managed to get across, I ended up having to get a taxi to take me around to the other terminal. And by the time I got through that, got stuck in Manila traffic, as everyone could probably know if you've been to Manila. Traffic is insane and not in a good way. And yeah, so got round there, completely missed my flight. So I'm like, what am I going to do from here? And I was asking security staff and other staff, is there somewhere I can go so I can speak to someone, because of Manila Airport, I've missed my connecting flight, and I kind of accidentally stumbled across a Cebu Pacific kind of store kind of thing, and literally was in a queue there for probably about 20 minutes, and the staff in the Cebu Pacific thing were literally randomly picking people and weren't serving everyone in a queue like one after each other. And then literally while I said that, I think they saw, or well, spoke to people that they didn't let anyone in except for I think one or two people, I think. And yeah, so then I think it's about 4 or 5 people in total, and then they just go back in, lock the door, and just close. They don't say anything to anyone. Excuse me, and then just closed up. So I'm like, what am I meant to do? How like, I've missed my flight, and you're not gonna help. So not to cause a scene, I went and kind of found, assume like a customer service kind of booth or something, and I was in the queue for that. There was only one person there, just serving so slowly, and I kind of just like, I could see my battery was starting to run low. So I was like, what do I do? So I just literally went onto the Cebu Pacific app and found that there was one flight, the last flight out of Manila to Tacloban. So basically what I had to do, I just went and bought the ticket, and I took a screenshot where it said it included checked luggage. But then when I got to the counter, I was like, no, I took a photo. You can clearly see here, it's got checked luggage. Oh, no, there's no checked luggage. You have to pay. I was like, well, I've just paid nearly 100 quid. Obviously I can't remember exactly how much it was in Philippine peso. And it gives me checked luggage. It clearly states checked luggage because it's got a green tick on it. And I was like, no, you've got to go over there and pay for the luggage. So I've gone over there, even though that I've paid for luggage, and it clearly said that I got checked luggage. I had to pay more to send my suitcase what I thought was the flight, and I was told it would be on that plane, blah, 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 blah. So then when we arrive at Tacloban, I could see, obviously there's a load of us waiting in Tacloban airport for our stuff to come through. I'm like, where's my suitcase? It's just like, where is it? And then I could hear a lot of shouting outside, so I've gone and wandered outside, and there's probably about probably just slightly under quarter of the plane, and they're like, where's our luggage? Where is it? And it's like, oh, it wasn't on the plane. And it's like, well, we paid to have it on the plane. We were told by the staff at Manila Airport it would be on the plane. So I started speaking to someone. I was like, where's my suitcase? I need my suitcase. It's got pretty much all my stuff in it. I've got one set of clothes that I happen to, by pure luck, have in my carry-on luggage. Where's my suitcase? Oh, it'll be here tomorrow. I was like, well, what good's that? If I had something important in it that I needed, like say if I had majority of my Philippine pesos in it, for argument's sake, I didn't, but to say I did for argument's sake, I would have been really, really not in a good place. Like, what do I do? You know. And then we were then told that it would be with us in like the morning, somewhere between 9 and 11, something like that in the morning, because it'll be on like one of the first flights to Tacloban from Manila. Oh, it didn't. It didn't arrive until somewhere in between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. And just like I had to waste most of my second day waiting for this suitcase. And Lovely had come to see me. So we couldn't really do overly too much, unfortunately. And yeah, so she couldn't stay the second night. And then we met up the following day. That's when we went to her see her mum and dad, and that was really awesome. The family is so amazing. They are some of the most friendly, loving, welcoming people that I've ever truly met. And spending so much time with them, just and with Lovely specifically, just made me realise like how much stuff wasting's probably the wrong word to use, but when I had like my games console, my big TV, and all these silly subscriptions and all this sort of nonsense, and I just realised like how much time was slipping by, and I wasn't really doing anything productive with my spare time after work or on days off. So I've realised like I can shed all this stuff because I don't really necessarily need it, and I can still be happy. I can still have fun, and just realise that the time you give the person that you love and your family around you, because you don't know what tomorrow could bring. Something really, really awful could happen. Because like yeah, because when I was literally flying back in from my second visit to see Lovely, literally as I landed back in England at Heathrow, my parents had been in a car accident. So you literally don't know what tomorrow could bring. So you really need to, what's the right way to say it? You really sort of need to look at the bigger picture, like what if so and so could happen, or what if this could happen? And yeah, no, there's like trouble trying to think how to say it, because obviously bad things can happen. We hope and pray that bad things don't happen, but you just got to have that sort of like in the back of your mind, is what I was trying to get at. And yeah, no, so yeah, just looking forward to April. It's an absolute nightmare how I've had to book my outward journey to see her for her birthday, because I've had to think a little bit out of the box, and I've had to go with two airlines that don't have the greatest reviews, should we say. So I'm going with Wizz Air from Gatwick to Athens. That was like double what it should have cost. I just don't understand why April seems to be a really expensive month. And then obviously if you guys have heard of hair is a mess. Need to get it cut. Anyway, I digress. Of Singapore Airlines, I've had to go with their, how do they call it, a sister airline, maybe? I'm not quite sure. Scoot from Athens to Manila, which was the only way, sort of. Not that I'm trying to save money, that's the wrong way to put it. It's just with some of these prices of one-way flights and returns, just because it's April, because they class it as summertime, it is obscene how expensive it is. Because my second journey to go and see her, I flew with Oman Air, and I think it cost me $749.99 return, with checked luggage, with meals on both parts of the journey, and it's cost me so far 300. So it's pretty much 370, about 600. I think, no, just over 600, because I've already done an internal flight from Manila to Tacloban one way, and it's like that was the cheapest I could probably find it without having to travel probably for about 12 days. Because like Malaysian Airlines were charging pretty much 2,000 return in economy. That is obscene. And then I checked Oman Air, who I flew with last time. They've just completely run out of economy, so they literally only have business class left, and we're charging nearly 3,000 one way, which is obscene. Isn't even close to what I really think about that. And then Qatar was similar to Malaysian Airlines. Turkish Airlines were even worse than both of them. Singapore Airlines was just on the similar level as like Turkish Airlines. I checked everybody and anybody I could think of, and it was just, I was growing more obscene by by the day. So I'm pretty much probably going to have to do something similar for the journey home, but that's fine, because it'll just make sure that I've got enough spending money and everything else, and so we can have a great time and not worry about money, and start looking at the future, which is going to be awesome. And hopefully this job goes somewhere, and maybe a couple of years down the line or something, I might get promotion or something like that. And our main goal is to work hard, save hard, and go back to the Philippines with enough money to retire early, and then get a plot of land, buy a house, get married, start a family, and just live in the Philippines, live in paradise. And just the thought of knowing that I'm going to be there very, very soon, in like just over 4 weeks, and I can already feel all the emotions from the first time, the second time, and just knowing that it's so close, that I know that after all the stress of getting through Manila Airport, can't speak tonight, Manila Airport, and I land in Tacloban, just knowing that everything's just going to fall off my shoulders, all the worries, all my stress, and everything else from my day-to-day life, and just knowing that I can just shut that off for 2 weeks and just give her my full undivided attention, just show her how much I love her, how much she means to me, and go and see her family, spend quite a bit of time with them, and then have some time just us. And so I think the first few days we'll stay with her family over her birthday, so we can have her birthday at home, because I think that'd be nice for her. And then we'll spend the rest in a hotel. And there's a couple that I've seen that look quite nice, that are quite close to where we first stayed, which was the Tacloban Plaza Hotel, which was really, really nice. Really like that hotel. Staff in there were absolutely fantastic. So helpful, so wanting to do anything they could to help. And yeah, just kind of funny, like how when I get onto that road and I couldn't tell you the name of the roads. I'm very bad at remembering the road names. Even here where I'm from, I'm very bad at remembering road names. But once I know I'm on that road, because there's certain things that I recognise now, that if we're on that strip, like I know that literally I just walk all the way down to the end, you come to a roundabout, and literally just to the other side of it, just a little bit before, you got the like a fire station, and then you got this big long bit that says "I love Tacloban," and then literally around the roundabout you turn sort of right, but you don't actually go off right. And there's like all these like market stalls selling flowers and plants and things. Then you literally just walk around there, you cross over the road, and there's a 7-Eleven with some of the most amazing, funny staff I've ever come across in any shop, that are just like, it's just nice and refreshing, just so nice and refreshing. They're like, "Oh, hello, sir," and they're just so happy to see you. And oh, mate, it's just amazing. But the weird thing about these 7-Elevens in Philippines, I don't know if they're like this anywhere else, because I've only ever been to 7-Elevens in the Philippines so far. They don't take any kind of card payment. It's all strictly cash, which is kind of odd, because like with how things are going at the moment, everyone's trying to push all of these like contactless and all this wireless hands-free kind of stuff. I don't deal with that. I like to have the money in my hand. I don't like any of this kind of virtual stuff, but that's kind of where it's going, I think. But I thought, well, I've been rambling for about 20 odd minutes now, so hopefully I haven't bored you to death, everyone. But just lastly, thank you all again for subscribing. It really means the world to us. And just watch out for the 21st of March with details of how I'm going to do the giveaway, because I haven't got it all fully sorted out in my head yet. And I'll discuss it more with Lovely so we can figure out what's the best way to go and how we're going to pick winners and everything like that. And yeah, so just if you like the video, please drop us a like. That would be fantastic. And if there's anything you want to talk about, anyone else you want to check out with our reaction videos, I'll be more than happy to check them out. Just drop us a comment down below, and be sure to check out our other videos. And just to the left, we'll probably have one of my most recent videos, and just on the right, we'll just have one of our playlists there. And stay tuned, and just before we go, smash the subscribe button and tap the bell notification so you don't miss a video. And we'll catch you next one, guys. Bye bye.